Hey, greetings, Interwealth Champions. You're checked in with Amir Nazir. Before I get started with today's video, as always, Interwealth Champions, I wish you all inner wealth, which we know is the overall state of our holistic health. And so today's video is going to be about the healthcare continuum, right? So this is a very important video because this video will detail some of the opportunities available for people who are interested in becoming health professionals, but not necessarily the route of a medical doctor or nurse, right? And so the healthcare continuum and the associated allied health professionals that exist on this continuum is really good to understand, not only for those who might be interested in pursuing health careers, but also for those who might be on the receiving end, right? So you understand your options, you understand the different services and scopes of expertise, and practices that a particular health professional has, right? So I'll first get started with an understanding of the healthcare continuum. So the healthcare continuum, it is a spectrum of preventive, acute, and long-term healthcare needs. So for example, let's say someone goes to the emergency room for an injury, that's considered an acute healthcare need. Acute meaning immediate, whereas an individual who works with a fitness professional, this is considered a preventive service, right? Being able to and maintain one's body, stabilization of the core, functional fitness, whatever the individual's goal may be. Again, them working with a fitness professional is considered preventive, and this is just an example of a healthcare service that might be preventive or acute or immediate. And remember, the healthcare continuum, it is on the spectrum it defines the spectrum of healthcare needs, whether it be preventive, acute, or long-term, right? So now I'm going to go into what an allied health professional is. And so an allied health professional is any health professional who doesn't necessarily fit in the category of medicine or nursing, right? But these allied health professionals, they still deliver health and related services that are related to the identification, evaluation, and the prevention of different diseases and disorders. So allied health professionals still hold an important role, and they can serve in both clinical or non-clinical roles. It truly depends on the practice. But the healthcare continuum has 8 brackets. So now I'll go into the 8 brackets. So the first bracket, hospitals. So when we think of hospitals, hospitals will have trauma centers. Hospitals will also have emergency clinics, right? So remember the example I provided earlier with a person being admitted to the emergency room for an injury. This is an acute need. So this is the first bracket of the healthcare continuum, hospitals. The second bracket, think about ancillary facilities, right? And also I should mention these brackets aren't in any order, but I'm just stating what the 8 brackets are. So ancillary facilities, think orthodontist. You can also think ophthalmologist as well. So these are ancillary facilities. Think about orthodontist again, ophthalmologists, sorry. So these are, doctors who are specialized in eye care and understanding eye diseases and disorders and treatment of such things, right? Next, a third bracket of the healthcare continuum is therapists, right? So a therapist, you have several different options. You have physical therapists, you have bariatric specialists, you also have athletic trainers, and then you have cardiac rehabilitation professionals as well. So with this bracket, you have, again, just different range of options as well. And then ambulatory is the 4th bracket, right? So this can involve, again, you can have personal care physicians, different specialists, and also care centers, right? So ambulatory is the 4th bracket. The 5th bracket, you have health and fitness specialties. So again, with this bracket, you have nutrition coaches, you have athletic trainers, you have personal trainers, you have, nutrition coaches, you have performance specialists. There's a lot of facilities now that specialize in sports performance, right? And then you also have group exercise instructors. So these are some of those specialties within the health and fitness healthcare continuum bracket that offer various services for individuals based on their needs, right? And so, again, the excellent thing about this bracket is not only is it intertwined with the different specialties that exist within this bracket, but also intertwines well with other brackets along the healthcare continuum. And I'm going to save that note for the end of the video. And so, for example, with the performance specialist, usually within a performance specialist facility, it does house, the personal trainers and nutrition coaches, which again, these are included in the health and fitness specialties, but it also may include a physical therapist from the other bracket, right? From the therapist bracket, it may also include, maybe an on-site sports medicine physician, right? So again, that's just an example of how not only does the health and fitness bracket within itself is interconnected, but also how this bracket is connected to other brackets on the healthcare continuum, right? Moving forward, the sixth bracket we have is long-term care, self-explanatory. So within long-term care, just think of home health hospice services, right? Moving forward along to the seventh bracket, we have alternative medicine practitioners. So an example of alternative medicine practitioners, we have chiropractors, massage therapists, you have acupuncturists, you have naturopathic doctors, and you also mentioned acupuncturists, and you may also have some people who may engage in some health professionals that engage in breath work as well, right? So these are all alternative medicine practitioners in this bracket. And so, again, to build off of the previous example I gave, let's say you're in a performance facility, right? Again, this performance facility may also refer some of its clients out to a chiropractor or an acupuncturist for maybe neuromuscular injuries or maybe incidences of pain, right? So again, I just want to keep building off of that example just to emphasize just the interconnectedness of the healthcare continuum. And again, this aligns with the message that I put out daily about inner wealth, which is it's an inside job, right? But our health, our overall health, optimal health is interconnected. All of these different dimensions and aspects of our lives and our health all collide together, right? They all fit together in our master puzzle piece, right? And they will either dictate health or disease, right? And we want to, of course, be up here. We want to be healthy. We want to experience optimal health. And the last healthcare continuum bracket is behavioral health specialties. So with this, you have your psychiatrists, psychologists, you have addiction specialists, and you have social workers, right? And so again, family, these are the 8 brackets on the healthcare continuum. And again, just to give another example, again, let's go back to the sports performance facility. Again, this facility may also refer out to psychologists who specialize in sports, right, and athletes. So they may have a sports psychologist who they refer the athletes out to who may endure injuries, may have personal or professional challenges that occurred, or simply just need to work through their own inner workings of their brain, right, and their mind, right, and their overall mental health. While each bracket on the healthcare continuum has a particular set of allied health professionals or allied health professional, each bracket is interconnected and each bracket must work with each other, right? And so again, this just really emphasizes that our health, any aspect of our health is not independent of the other aspects, and our health, it's an ongoing evaluation, it's an ongoing reset, it's an ongoing, I mentioned evaluation, it's an ongoing reset, it's an ongoing maintenance, right? It's just always ongoing, and with a firm understanding of the healthcare continuum, with a firm understanding of different allied health professionals in their areas of expertise, in conjunction with a firm understanding of our own health goals and needs, this sets us up well to experience optimal health, right? And so again, today's video was not only for those who may engage with different aspects of the healthcare system and may seek to be knowledgeable of different allied health professionals that exist within different brackets, but also those who may be considering going into health professional careers, right? But might be distinct from medicine or nursing. So I hope today's video was helpful. And again, family, I look forward to seeing you all in the next video, Inner Wealth Champions. And as I always say, I wish you all inner wealth, which we know is the overall state of our holistic health.